Testing. 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. Testing. 1, 2, 3. When things like wages increase, things like the minimum wage, when the minimum wage increases, when wages increase, when national insurance increases, we're consistently being told that then businesses have to raise prices. We must raise prices. And the conversation or the sentence tends to end right there. I know that they're actually stopping that sentence prematurely, because the full sentence is, we must raise our prices if we want to keep our profits. We must raise our prices if we want to continue the rate of return we had before the wage increases. It's not that they have to, it's not that they must, it's that they choose to. But what you will see parroted by a lot of people on the mainstream news, or should I say just generally the rhetoric, is that wages increase, that means I have to raise my prices. Wages increase, that means I have to do. No, you don't have to do anything. You are making a choice, making a decision, and the population, the towns and cities, your customers, your clients, they have a right to understand that you're basically full of shit. You're raising your prices because you choose to, because you want to continue to profiteer. What's profiteering? That's maximizing your profits. That's, I'm going to make as much money as I possibly can, despite what it may mean for my customers, what it may mean for my rival businesses, my supporting businesses, despite what it may mean for everyone else at every other point of the economic cycle in the economy. That is what certain businesses are choosing to do. When they are posting record profits, when their profits are growing exponentially, and then they're also putting up the prices of their products to match it, it's because they're being what you would call selfish, full of shit, contradictory, not telling the whole story. Let's just put it in simple terms, okay? Things are more expensive because people are greedy. Fine. If they don't raise the prices, then potentially certain products that we love to have access to could be all sold out, because technically we'd all have more money, means you buy more of it, hence you get a supply and demand issue. But that's not what is being said, because people can be quite intentional with what they are saying in the media or in response to policy. When wages go up, you do not have to raise your prices, you choose to raise your prices. That is what a lot of profiteering entities are doing. And it might be driven by their shareholders, it might be driven by their own self-interest, who knows? But by and large, more often than not, you are able to raise wages without necessarily having to raise your prices. You are able to make further national insurance contributions, which is what Labour has enforced onto many businesses, without necessarily having to raise your prices. You're doing it out of choice, because when everyday people have more money in their pockets, they spend more money in your business. So you would think raising the price of a Freddo from £1 to £1.50 because you're paying your staff more makes sense. No, because keeping the price at £1 means that people can buy more of it. So you can sell 3 Freddos for £3, or you can sell 1 Freddo for £1.50. And then what may happen is, once you've sold that one Freddo for £1.50, nobody comes and buys any more from you. So you may have kept your stock and you're hoping that it sells, but in reality, it's just sitting there. Whereas had it been cheaper at £1, 3 people would have bought the Freddo, 4 people would have bought the Freddo, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next thing you know, you're sold out of Freddos because it's priced correctly. We're supposed to sell out of things. We're supposed to run out of things. Supply is not endless. Demand can at times be a bit endless. That would dictate the price, okay? Businesses that raise their prices for the sake of it, and when I say for the sake of it, as in they do it without justification, without proper cause, without understanding that we're all in this together, they're being selfish, okay? Call them out. Take it from me. I've done economics at A level. I've done business management at degree level, and I've done strategy at master's level. Yeah, you see it every day, and this is the facts, all right? Businesses, I'll say it once again for those in the back that didn't hear it. Businesses who raise their prices because wages go up and national insurance contributions go up are full of shit when they tell you that they have to do it. Unless, of course, they're explaining themselves and saying they are putting it up because they're facing pressure from the board, because that means they can't fulfill their investment strategy where they want to build out new infrastructure or invest in better systems. That is rationale, that's reasoning, okay? Not this blanket, I guess we're just gonna have to raise our prices. Oh, you forced me to do it. Oh, Labour made me raise my prices. No, Labour didn't make you do anything. You're greedy, you're selfish, you're self-interested, and it shows. Anyone you see on the news who says that they have to raise their prices, question them, scrutinize them, and don't believe a word that they say, because they stop the sentence dead. They stop it dead at a point which is not genuine. They need to give the whole picture. Thank you very much for listening. My name is Tim Lavender Robertson, aka the Business Mar, aka one of Luton's very own. You know me as Senor Luton. Thank you. Over and out.